Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're decoding the massive leaks surrounding Google's highly anticipated Pixel Watch 5, surfacing just days before their official August 12th hardware event. You know, the rumor mill has been absolutely spinning out of control lately, but thanks to some major dumps of marketing materials and spec sheets, we really don't have to guess anymore. We've got the data right here, so let's get into it. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the August hardware event, look at the familiar face, same design situation, pop under the hood for the new specs, check out Wear OS 7 and Gemini, and finally, weigh if it's actually worth upgrading. All right, part 1, the August hardware event, Google's New York reveal. As Android Authority perfectly put it, leakers are working overtime, and there's basically nothing left to the imagination ahead of Wednesday's event. Seriously, working with incredibly reliable industry sources like OnLeaks, who, by the way, has a massive track record for pinning down these designs months in advance, huge tranches of promotional material have already hit the web. The cat isn't just out of the bag, it's practically giving us a VIP guided tour of exactly what Google plans to show off in New York. Moving on to part 2, familiar face, same design. Expectation meets reality. What's really interesting here is just how completely unchanged the hardware is on the outside. Comparing the exterior of the Pixel Watch 4 to the leaked Pixel Watch 5, Google is sticking to the exact same formula. We're talking about the identical domed custom 3D Corning Gorilla Glass 5, the identical contact pins for charging on the back, meaning no new wireless charging upgrades here, so yep, you'll still be relying on that proprietary charging puck, and the same rotating haptic crown. If you loved the previous look and its pebble-like aesthetic, you're in luck. But if you wanted a rugged redesign or a flatter display to avoid accidental bumps, well, you might be a bit surprised by this generation. Leaks do confirm we're looking at both 41mm and 45mm cases. But here's the real silver lining to that identical design. Your previous generation straps and even your old screen protectors are going to remain completely compatible. For anyone deep into the Google ecosystem who has already spent a small fortune on custom leather bands or woven straps, your accessory investment is completely safe. However, there is one physical difference illustrating Google's focus on durability this year. We're getting a new second-generation sport bracelet made of HNBR, that stands for hydrogenated nitrile butadiene rubber. As the folks over at DroidLife noted, this material shift is actually a massive deal for power users. It should hold up way better to heavy sweat, intense workouts, and general daily wear and tear, without causing as many skin irritations or degrading over time like standard silicone bands often do. Section 3, Under the Hood, New Specs, the reality of the upgrade. So, if the outside is a mirror image of last year, why release the new watch at all? Well, the real story lives in the specs. We're seeing nominally larger batteries this year across both sizes, 332 mAh for the 41mm and 465 for the 45mm. However, Google isn't claiming massive longevity leaps. Battery life remains solid at around 30 to 40 hours with the always-on display active. That comfortably gets you through a full day, a night of sleep tracking, and a morning workout before needing a top-up, which is honestly the sweet spot for modern smartwatches. But the crucial point here is that new chip. It is technically still the Snapdragon W5 Gen 2 from the previous generation, paired with the Cortex M55 coprocessor, but now it has an accelerated tag. This signals a boost in CPU speed to give the watch significantly more processing juice. We aren't just talking about loading apps slightly faster. It's about smoother UI animations, better real-time health data processing, and keeping the watch highly responsive when running multiple background tasks. But the most impactful leap for everyday users is this number. 64. The storage has completely doubled from 32 gigabytes to a massive 64 gigabytes. Think about what that actually feels like for a power user. You can download massive high-fidelity Spotify playlists, entire podcasts, and heavy standalone fitness apps for a marathon run without ever needing to bring your phone. It completely untethers the watch experience. And based on an earlier Google Play Console slip-up, RAM is also expected to bump up to 3 gigabytes. Why? To handle the heavy lifting of the new on-device AI task Google is integrating. That extra memory is exactly what prevents the watch from stuttering when you ask it to perform complex, multi-layered voice commands.
Section 4, Wear OS 7 and Gemini, the brains of the operation.
All that extra processing power is going to be absolutely crucial because the Pixel Watch 5 will launch with the brand new Wear OS 7.0 right out of the box. Visually, leaks suggest Google is leaning into a more analog watch face style, paired with what they're calling neural expressive backgrounds as the default. This points to a highly personalized aesthetic that adapts to your usage patterns and the time of day, making the watch feel far more dynamic. But the real star of the software show is Gemini Intelligence. This brings multi-step app automation and custom widget creation right to your wrist. It's even visible as a sleek new Gemini complication right on the default watch face. You won't just be checking the time anymore, you'll be running complex routines directly from your watch. Imagine just telling your wrist to start a run and play my workout playlist, and Gemini handles the seamless execution across multiple apps instantly. Pretty amazing, right?
And let's see how this builds on what we already love. Fans will be happy to know that those great core features are returning. You still get Google Health's excellent morning brief, advanced sleep tracking, and loss of pulse detection. Plus, a huge win, a confirmed 2 years of satellite SOS functionality is included without any additional fees. That gives you incredible peace of mind off the grid, all wrapped in the same reliable 5 ATM and IP68 durability.
Section 5. Is it worth upgrading? Weighing the verdict. Bringing this all together, how do we weigh these internal upgrades against the unchanged exterior? Well, a crucial factor you must consider is the cost. Multiple leaks strongly indicate the Pixel Watch 5 is going to carry a higher price tag than the Pixel Watch 4. So the barrier to entry for Google's premium wristwear is officially going up. You have to weigh the pros against the cons to decide if this generation is for you. On one hand, you have doubled storage, a faster processor, and powerful AI capabilities that truly make the watch a standalone smart device. On the other hand, you're paying a premium for a smartwatch with identical screen specs that looks absolutely identical to last year's model. If you own a Pixel Watch 4, it's a tough sell. But if you're coming from an older device, the internal leap is undeniable. The Pixel Watch 5 will be out on August 12th. Follow the link in the description below and get any of the watches in the Pixel Watch family. And don't forget to like, describe, and share this explainer. Which leaves us with one final thought. With all these massive internal upgrades hidden behind the exact same face, is the Pixel Watch 5 the ultimate stealth upgrade or a missed opportunity for a redesign? Let us know what you think. Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we'll see you next time.